Hello guys, my name is Isela Silva. Today I am going to be covering how the execution process can be unsafe, how the penalty is a waste of money, and how we are able to fix our death penalty process. Clyde Jones was convicted here in Texas in 1989 and executed in 2000. The test results reveal that a strand of hair found at the scene of a liquor store shooting did not belong to Jones. Instead, the hair belonged to the victim. Before they had executed Jones, his lawyers had filed a petition for restricted court to submit the strand of hair for DNA testing. Because back then we did not have the proper technology as we do now. Both courts and the government, which at the time was George W. Bush, denied Jones' stay or execution. Apparently, George Bush was not informed of this filed petition. The DNA, of course, the DNA results, of course, proved Jones was innocent. Not only was Jones executed for not murdering anyone, but as you can see down below, Cameron Willingham, Sadie Ally, and Troy Davis were also executed and imprisoned for several years before executed. Not enough evidence was provided for these four innocent men, and many more innocent men have died for a crime they did not commit. And I did get this information from www.deathpenaltyinfo.org, and as you can see, the image to your right, I got it from google.com. There has been 566 deaths in Texas since 1976 through 2019, ranking the highest in the US. According to the death penalty info.org, which that is my citation, it's at the bottom. There has been 150 people throughout the whole US who were executed and were innocent people. Before execution, these poor people spent their time in federal prison with actual criminals who committed crime. They had no voice whatsoever and not enough evidence to even put anyone in prison. Because of the US, it cost them 150 innocent lives. A lethal injection is what they use to execute in the US. They do not feel pain, but that does not give the right for anyone to decide whether or not someone should live or die. Just like the law says, if you commit a crime like this, you get executed. So my question is, why is the government killing people? Someone kills a person and then the US turns around and executes that person too. So how is that any different? Another thing I do want to mention is our money. When I say our money, I mean taxpayers. We are the people who pay for those who are getting executed. The median cost of one case of death penalty costs about 1.26 million. People who are put in death row cost an average of about 740,000. In 2019, 22 people were sentenced to the death penalty. That's an average of 700 million for 22 lives. We paid 700 million for 22 people to be executed. And I did get this information in that link you see at the bottom. intronousa.com, and the image you see to your right is from google.com. Taking someone else's life is irreversible. We cannot bring people back to life. And 150 innocent people have died from lethal injection and even the electric chair. We cannot keep making the same mistake as we have in the past. And I know technology has evolved, but no one is perfect, and we all make mistakes. That's why it is better to build a separate facility for those who are sentenced to death penalty. An average inmate facility can hold up to 26,145 people, even more. The construction to build a facility costs around 80 million, plus the beddings 8,000 each. Last year we spent 700 million on 22 people when we could have been building a facility specifically for criminals who are sentenced to the death penalty. And I did get my information from www.justiceconcepts.com, and the image of the jail facility you see is from google.com. To help improve and fight for the human rights of people that are sentenced to death, you can donate to this website that you see up here. It is www.deathpenaltyinfo.org, and if you log into that website, you can also find more information to help improve and change the way the system is. I am also starting a petition for the death row prisoners. That way the government can acknowledge them and build a jail facility specifically for them. In conclusion, the death penalty can be unsafe to those who haven't committed a crime. It can also be a waste of money when we can build a facility separate from the rest, making things much better. Thank you.